Welcome to the Middle Ages. This is Codswallop News. Hi, I'm Rugrundy.
And I'm Corbin Hunter.
Reporting the news to you.
Before we get started, we have the weather with Edward.
Thanks, Corbin. This week's forecast is, tomorrow God's Great Fireball is going to give us a high of 70 and a low of 47. Tuesday, God's Great Fireball is going to give us a high of 66 and a low of 43. People are being very good. And then Wednesday, someone has to screw up and sin. There's going to be a high of 62 and a low of 43. There are going to be electric storms everywhere. Thursday, same thing, but there's going to be a high of 60 and a low of 42. Friday, people are still sinning, and then there's going to be a high of 59 and a low of 38. Saturday, it's starting to get better. Still a little bit dark and cinny. There's supposed to be a high of 58 and a low of 39. It's starting to rain. Thanks, Corbin. Back to you.
What do you think about that, Bob?
Well, Corbin, I think it's raining.
And I agree with you on that one.
Well, today's top stories are King Albright and the Visigoths have taken control of the Western Roman Empire.
And the University of Oxford is founded.
A new military weapon called the trebuchet has been released.
And Charlemagne is recently found dead.
And the Battle of Crecy has ended. Well, to begin, Corbin, I hear you have a lovely story about King Albright.
Yes, Bon, I do. Well, I have a few facts on him right now, so I'll read them off to you. The sack of Rome occurred on August 14th, 410 BC, as you might have known. The sack was to prove a major shock to contemporaries, friends, foes of the empire alike. And at the time, Rome was no longer the capital of Western Roman Empire, having been replaced in the position by Midolinum in 286, and then by Ravenna in 402. This was the first time in almost 800 years that Rome had fallen to an enemy.
You don't say.
I do say. Some of my thoughts on this. I think that Rome could have fought a little better. I mean, come on. They had a strong army, and at one point, what happened to it? Anyways, Rome didn't fight well, and because they didn't, they were defeated.
Well, thank you, Corbin. That was a great story.
And we'll be right back today.
Do you need help in your home? Washing dishes, cleaning clothes, harvesting crops? Well, then buy your slaves from Slave Distribution Incorporated.
Push faster! Push faster!
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Now what we have here is the trebuchet, a new military weapon that consists of a heavy counterweight, a long throwing arm, and a firing pin that will fix the throwing arm to the base and keeps the arm from releasing on accident. Corbin, why don't you show them?
As you can see, this ain't going anywhere.
Yep, that is not moving one bit. Now, Corbin, let's show the people a demonstration.
Okay, so first they would hook up the counterweight on here before this is already in, so it doesn't go on accident. And then they would have the sling right about here, and the sling is just mainly just some type of cloth or chain or anything else they have attached about right around here somewhere, mainly on the top. And you put any projectiles you want, mainly stone, and then once you let it go, as you can see, it would fling that over there. Or drop some wood. Okay. It would fling over there at least 200 yards, and it would obviously hit the castle wall and siege the other army.
Yes, sir. Now let's fix this back up.
I heard you had some facts about this, so let's hear it.
Yes, Corbin, I do. It is believed to be an ancient war and developed in China in 300 BC. It is a highly accurate siege weapon that requires expert building, days to build, and its skills in building are very important too. Not to mention its complex, as you can see, its complex frame here. Now, Corbin, why don't you explain the frame?
Well, obviously you can see it's an A-frame. That's where the name comes from. And then we have the main base right here, and then we have the. Well, I don't know what this would like.
I believe this would be
call
the base.
Well, this would be the base, and I think this would be like where the projectiles would sit in the sling, and then there's like the little mini bases that hold up the projectile slide, I'll call it. And I think that's about it. So
no, if you haven't noticed, it is close to the catapult, but the trebuchet throws farther. It's completely more accurate, and the shot is heavier.
I don't agree with you on that.
You don't agree with me, Corbin?
No, I mean it might be throw farther, but I think the catapult design is a lot simpler. Like you don't see all these frames sticking up everywhere on the catapult. There's mainly just a box and obviously a throwing arm and a basket.
I see your point. It's probably quicker to build too.
Yeah, that's what I was about to come in next. It takes less people also to fire it, because normally you just have to cut it and the string and you're good. This one, people pull this, which just takes a lot of load, I guess. And he also uses a basket for the catapult, so you probably could fit more projectiles in one catapult fire. and obviously the trebuchet uses a sling. And to close off, I think the catapult is more efficient because it uses less supplies and less people to actually use it. So I think that's it with our whatever you want to call it.
Trebuchet talk?
Trebuchet talk.
Alright, well,
Now with Axel, with the Dean of Oxford.
Thanks, guys. I'm here at the University of Oxford with the Dean of Admissions. Mr. Dean, can you tell us some basic information on the college?
Sure. What do you want to know?
Well, this being your first year of the college, what do you expect for student population?
We don't expect to see a major amount of students here just yet, but in coming years we hope to see a large growth in population.
When does the year actually start?
We haven't really had a start date, Axel. We have been teaching here for a little while now, but with the closing ban at the University of Paris, things are finally looking bigger.
What? Well, apparently I have to send this back to the studio. Something major has happened. Back to you guys.
Breaking news, the plague has killed over 25% of Europe's population. We advise you to stay indoors. Are you kidding me? People are dying. That could be you next. Oh my God, get some self-control.
I'm sorry, Corbin.
Like I was trying to say, this freaking mean butthead freaking interrupted me. Okay, we advise you to stay indoors. If you know anyone with the Black Plague, make sure you to quarantine them because it is highly contagious. Sorry for the interruption, Axel. We're back to you.
That is a little bit scary. Well, let's continue.
Okay, what else would you like to know?
I only have one more question. What type of classes you have here?
Well, we are pretty stupid about things right now, so we will have classes like how to avoid sea monsters and such, science of how things work, and philosophy classes. We have an occasional church's great class here at Oxford, too.
Well, thank you, Dean. That's all we really need to know. Back to you guys at the studio, and we'll see you at the battle.
We got the 100 Years' War right here. We're right live on camera at Cod 12 News. We got England on the left and France on the right. They're having a tough battle over here. Let's go to the next side over here. England's still on the left, France on the right. You got a great sword and a decent sized sword. Oh God, this got a tough battle. Ooh, we got a hard chop. France has the actual mini fight right here. We got the Knight of freaking Shining Armor is coming to save us. Alright, let's go check back on this battle. They're still going strong. Oh, France had a struggle, but he got back up. He's on his feet, he's kicking. Using brutal force. He's blocking with the shield. That's all his defense is left. Sword comes out, knocks out of his hand. Oh, he kills him.
I'm done.
He's almost dead. And then we got the blood everywhere. Blood, oh, blood. We got a tough battle over here. Oh God, they're about to kill him. He's blocking him. He's blocking him hard. Fred's coming from behind. Oh, hits him. He hits him. Oh, England helps the guy. Fred trips. He's still going. And he's gone. Okay. We'll see what's going on over here. Okay. Now they're going to have a small interview to see how good they did on this battle.
So how'd you feel that fight? Pretty easy. Little French boys had nothing against us.
They did not.
Was your opponent pretty easy or pretty hard? Too easy. Oh,
Too
little
easy?
boy.
I think we annihilated them.
Yeah.
I almost had to finish there though. That shield was a pretty cheap shot, that kicking.
Oh yeah. Chivalry's dead now.
Really?
Yeah.
I know, I kind of slapped them a couple of times. Coming out of the ground, it was pretty crap.
Yeah. It was a pretty good fight.
Yeah.
Nice talking with you.
It's talking.
Hi, I'm Steve from Used Swords Incorporated. As you can see, we sell a lot of swords. They're in decent working condition, and they are all from the Battle of Crécy, which England has won. You will all remember the awesome victory that England has conquered against those little French boys. We also do sell rebellion equipment for slaves. We have the famous rake right here, used in most rebellion scenes. We have the torch, yet not wooden, but great working condition. Will burn a lot of things down. And we have the new, all famous, not yet famous, cocktail. Very explosive, very deadly, still used. Come on by to Used Swords Incorporated at 777 Camelot Lane. Thank you. Good night.
Today we have some sad news, for our King Charlemagne has been pronounced dead. He was the oldest son of Pepin. He became king I'm sorry, Corbin.
He used to touch me there.
He became king in 1768 following his father's death. In Corbin's death in 1771, of unexplained reasons, Charlemagne became the undisputed ruler of the Frankish Empire. He also began to campaign against those who were against Christianity, and if they were not to convert to Christianity, he would penalty them by death. At times, this would lead to mass murders, such as the massacre of Verdun. Charlemagne reached the height of his power in 800 when he was crowned emperor by Pope Leo III on Christmas Day at Old St. Peter's Basilica. Now, my personal thoughts. Charlemagne, I believe, he also tried to unite all the Germanic people and convert all to Christianity. In fact, most of his rule was dedicated to military-based campaigns, including Christianity.
No, my grandpa used to love the military.
Yes, he did, Corbin. The Saxons, a pagan-worshipping people, seemed to be a major thorn in his side. In order to get them to convert, he declared that all who do not get baptized would be sentenced to death.
Wow, he must really like Christianity.
Yes, Corbin, he did.
I actually go to church with them every day. Okay, so, before this, I also think that the world... Finally, this guy was a freaking jerk all the time to me. Oh my god, he took the spotlight from me and everything. Yeah, so I can go get some coffee, maybe take a sip of his. While he's gone, I'll be able to play Yes.
Tell Miss Stark I better get a good grade.
We'll be right back.
We buy silver, we buy silver, we buy silver. We buy silver, we buy silver, we buy silver. We buy silver, we buy silver, we buy silver. Silver, we buy it. We buy silver. Did you know we buy silver? Because we buy silver, we buy silver. We buy silver, we buy silver.
Yeah, give me a moment, guys. I think I lost some of the scripts. Is this the end or something?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess it's the end. This was Cotswap News with you, Europe. Good night, and see you later. But seriously, if you're showing any symptoms of any black leg or anything, stay away from me, and you might want to go see a doctor. See you guys later.